शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णु शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमध्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये। इंद्रियैः अर्थोपलब्धिर्जागरितम्। And then Vartika Tat. इंद्रियैः अर्थोपलब्धिर्जागरितम्। वार्तिका 12। अधिदैवतमध्यात्ममधिभूतमिति त्रिधा एकं ब्रह्म विभागेन भ्रमाधाति न तत्त्वतः। इंद्रियैरर्थ विज्ञानं देवतानुगहानितैः शब्दादिविषयं ज्ञानं तज्जागरितमुच्यते। श्रोत्रमध्यात्ममित्युक्तं श्रोतव्यं शब्दलक्षणम्। अधिभूतं तदित्युक्तं दिशस्तत्राधिदैवतम्। So what is Jagrita is being explained. So earlier Panchamahabhutas and Indriyas were born also shows that the birth of Devatas have taken place, because without Devatas guiding deities, Indriyas will not be able to function. It is taken for granted. So Bhuta, Indriya and Devata, these are superimposed on Atma Brahma. So now at each level of sense organ of action, Antakarana. So what is Adhibhuta, what is Adhyatma, and what is Adhidaiva is being told now. So Shrotra we have seen. Now with respect to the sense of touch, continuing, Tvagadhyatmamiti prokam spashtavyam sparsha lakshanam. Adhibhutam tadityuktam vayustattadhidaivatam. Yad Tvak tad adhyatmamiti proktam. So whatever that is Tvak, the sense of touch, it is called as adhyatmam. Sparsha-lakshanam sprashtavyam tad adhibhutam. Yad sparsha-lakshanam sprashtavyam tad adhibhutam iti proktam. So whatever that is sparsha-lakshanam, sparsha-lakshana, sparsha-swarupa, characterized by touch. So that is the touch, whatever the touch is there. So that one sprashtavyam, that which is fit to be touched, sprashtavyam. So tad adhibhutam is adhibhuta. The vishaya sparsha, the sense object sparsha is adhibhuta with respect to adhyatma, that is sense of touch, the skin. Tatra vayuhu adhidaivatam. So with respect to this sense of touch, having the sense object, the touch. So Vayu here is Vayu Devata, not just air, Vayu Devata, presiding deity, Vayu. Tatra Adhidaivatam is the Adhidaivata. So the Adhishthana Devata with respect to the sense of touch. Continuing. Chakshuradhyatma mityuktam drashtavyam rupalakshanam. Adhibhutam tadityuktam adityotahidaivatam. Chakshuhu adhyatmam iti uktam. So chakshu, the eyes, are said to be adhyatma, that which abide in the karyakarana sangata. So therefore it is called adhyatmam. Rupa lakshanam dashtavyam tad adhibhutam. So whatever that form characterized, that is the drashtavyam, whatever that can be seen, whatever that can be seen, characterized by form, rupa lakshanam, that is called as adhibhutam, the sense object, that is the form. Atra adityaha adhidaivatam ityuktam. Aditya ityuktaha. So atra means with respect to the eyes, adityaha, the sun is said to be the adhidaivata, the presiding deity. By taking these, that is the sense organs of action, we can also find the corresponding, the elements from which they are born and their corresponding subjects also. Shrotra, so Akasha, Pak, Vayu, from the Devata you can make out. Vayu, Chakshu, that is Chakshu, Surya, that is of course. Here you have to take as the Teja, for Teja, fire, the Surya, that you can see. Juhadhyatmam taya svadyam adhibhutam rasatmakam. Varuno devata tatra juhaya adhidaivatam. All that is told in this context of definition of Jagaritam and also afterwards Sapna and Sushupti, with all these have taken as those which are superimposed on Atma, Brahma, and therefore they are the ones which are going to be negated afterwards. All these will be negated, means none of these will be there left out. So what is left out is Adhisthana, Brahma only. So individually, otherwise, presiding deities, they may be so powerful, they may be other than Brahma, they may be independent of Brahma, nothing like that. All Bhuta, Adhidaivata and Indriyas, all are superimposed and false in nature, all will be negated without giving anything there. Juhadhyatam that whatever is what is Ram, it is object of this study. Is that so the no down but in the Naksham down Tadimuram, Gandham Tadhutam. So whatever that are fit to be met, Gandha of the smell and the Tadhut, it's all Pruti Adhidam. means with respect to Lord Prithvi, that is the Daivatam with respect to Sun. With the first Jnana, their first object along the line is Daiva. So now the third action are with respect to Bob and Deity. Vāgāhyatmatīvam kavam shabakam adhūtatam adhisattādaivatam. So yat vāk tad adhyatmam iti proktam. So whatever the sense of speech, organ of speech, so therefore organ of speech is adhyatmam, that which abides in this embodiment. Vaktav shabda lakshanam vaktavyam, yat shabda lakshanam vaktavyam tad adhibhutam. Whatever that is, shabda lakshanam, shabda swarupam, which is in the form of shabda, the word, the sound. Vaktavyam, that is vachaha vishayaha, the object of speech. Vaktavyam vachaha vishayaha. Adhibhutam, that is adhibhuta. So that is a sense object for this organ of speech. Tatra Agni Adhidaivatam. The presiding deity here is Agni, the fire. So fire is the presiding deity. So we have to take this order like this. Akasha Vayu Tejaha Ap Prithvi and Karmendriyas Vak Pani Pada Payu Upastha. So this way, in some Tattva Bodha book, that Payu and Upastha are interchanged. It should be in this order only. Akasha, Vayu, Teja, Ap, Prithvi. Then the organs of action from these respectively are Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Upastha. In that order they come. Okay. Now Vak we have seen. Now that is with respect to Pani, hands. Hastavadhyatmamityuktam ādātavyam ca yad bhavet. Adhibhutam tadityuktam indras tatrādhidaivatam. Hastau adhyatmam iti uktam. Yad ādātavyam Yad ādātavyam tad adhibhutam bhavet. Yad ādātavyam tad adhibhutam bhavet. Or it can be Yad ādātavyam ca bhavet tad adhibhutam iti uktam. Yad ādātavyam ca bhavet tad adhibhutam ityuktam. Tatra Indraha Adhidaivatam. Hastau Adhyatmam iti uktam. The hands are said to be Adhyatma because they abide in this Karyakarna Sanghata Sharira. So they are called as Adhyatma. Then Yad Ādātavyam ca bhavet. Whatever that is seized, whatever that is grasped. So Tad Adhibhutam. It is the object of the hand. So adhibhutam iti uktam, so it is called. Tatra, with respect to the hand, Indraha adhidaivatam. So Indraha adhidaivatam, the Indra, the Devendra, the one who is the this king of gods, he is the adhidaivata, the presiding deity. What is the other meaning of Indra? Huh? Who? Paramatma. Where you have found it? Idandraha. Idandraha, Indraha, Aitariya. So Indra. Actually it is Indraha. Afterwards, this Indra had, Indra's mother must have given that name to this Indra. Actually it refers to whom? Paramatma only. So Indraha tatra adhidaivatam. So the one who is the adhidaivata, presiding deity, there with respect to the hand. Continuing. Pādāvadhyātmamityuktam gantavyam tatra yad bhavet. अधिभूतं तदित्युक्तं विष्णुस्तत्राधिदैवतम् पादौ अध्यात्ममित्युक्तं तत्र गन्तव्यं तत्र यद् गन्तव्यं भवेत् तद् अधिभूतमित्युक्तं तत्र विष्णुः अधिदैवतं पादौ अध्यात्ममित्युक्तं पादौ the feet is called as adhyatma which abides in this physical body tatra with respect to the feet yad gantavyam whatever the locomotion is there gantavya walking the locomotion is there tad adhibhut gantavyam bhavet whatever locomotion is there tad that one adhibhutam iti uktam it is called as adhibhuta the object of the feet tatra with respect to the feet Vishnuhu adhidaivatam Vishnu is the presiding deity why because Vishnoho vikramana kartrutva so I don't know if this is the one of the Trinity Vishnu or some other Vishnu is there so maybe one of the Trinity with this Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara must be because Vishnoho vikramana kartrutva vikramana is vishishta pada nikshepa we know that Vamanavatara. So maybe that way. Anyway, the Shruti says so. It is based on Shruti only. So Vishnu is the presiding deity. Payurindriya madhyatmam visargastatrayo bhavet. Adhibhutam tadityuktam mrutyustatradhidaivatam. Yad payuhu tad yad payurindriyam not payu yad payurindriyam tad adhyatmam tatra yaha visargaha bhavet tad adhibhutam iti uktam tatra mrutyuhu adhidaivatam. So whatever that payurindriya, so the anus, whatever that anus, the organ of action anus is there, so that is adhyatmam, the one which is abiding in the embodiment. Tatra with respect to anus, visarga, yaha visargaha, whatever that excretion is there, so that is the object bhavet, whatever excretion is there, tad adhibhutam, that is the its object. Again, tatra with respect to payu, the anus, mrutyuhu adhidaivatam, the mrutyu. So the mrutyu is the presiding deity, Yama is the presiding deity. Upasthendriya madhyatmam stradyanandasya karanam. Adhibhutam tadityuktam adhidaivam prajapatihi. Tatra yad upasthendriyam or yad upasthendriyam tad adhyatmam Triadyanandasya karanam tad adhibhutam iti uktam prajapatihi adhidaivam. Upasthendriyam, genital, that is what? Adhyatmam, that abides in this embodiment. Triadyanandasya karanam, Stri Adi, Adi for Purusha, the man and woman. So Stri Adi, Anandasya karanam, with the cause of sense pleasure. So tad adhibhutam, so that is the adhibhuta, the sense object with respect to upastha. Iti uktam, so it is said. Prajapatihi adhidaivam. Prajapati is the adhidaiva, the presiding deity of upastha. So in Aitreya, it is said, Apo reto bhutva shishnam pravishan. So there Apa is the upalakshana for Prajapati only. So the Prajapati is the presiding deity of upastha. Manodhyatmamit, now with this, the 5 organs of actions are over, 5 organs of action, that adhyatma, the respective objects, adhibhuta, and the presiding deities, adhidaivata, are told. All are false in nature, superimposed on Brahma. As earlier case, the jnanendriyas and their sense objects along with the presiding deities are false in nature. These also are mithya only, superimposed on Brahma. Now Antakarna. Manodhyatmamiti proktam mantavyam tatra yad bhavet. Adhibhutam tadityuktam chandrastatradhidaivatam. Manaha adhyatmamiti proktam tatra mantavyam tatra yad mantavyam bhaved tad adhibhutamiti uktam tatra chandraha adhidaivatam. Manaha adhyatmamiti proktam. The mind is said to be adhyatma, which abides in this embodiment. It is called as adhyatma. So with respect to adhyatma mind, tatra, with respect to that, yad mantavyam, whatever that is mantavya, is manasaha vishayaha. The object of the mind, manasaha vishayaha. So that is manana yogya. So the object of the mind, bhavit, whatever that is there, tad adhibhutam. So it is adhibhuta, it is the vishaya of the mind, object of the mind. Tad adhibhutam iti uktam. Tatra, with respect to the mind, chandraha adhidaivatam. The moon is the presiding deity with respect to the mind. So moon is the presiding deity of mind. Buddhiradhyatma mityuktam bodhavyam tatra yad bhavet. Adhibhutam tadityuktam adhidaivam bruhaspatihi. Buddhi adhyatmamiti uktam. The buddhi, the intellect, is said to be adhyatma. It is one which abides in the body. Tatra, with respect to the buddhi intellect, yad, whatever that is, bodhavyam. Bodhavyam means buddhi vishayaha, object of the buddhi. So bhavet is there. Tad adhibhutam. So that is what is adhibhutam. That is the object of buddhi. Iti uktam. So it is said. Bruhaspatihi adhidaivam. Bruhaspati is the presiding deity of buddhi. I think in the Tattvavada buddhihi Brahma is said, I believe. Okay, this is Bruhaspati. Okay. Bruhaspatihi adhidaivam, presiding deity. Ahankaras tathadhyatmam ahankartavyameva cha. Adhibhutam tadityuktam rudras tatradhidaivatam. Tatha ahankaraha adhyatmam. So also ahankara is adhyatma, the one who abides in this embodiment. At the yad ahankartavyam evacha tad adhibhutam ityuktam. Whatever that is, ahankartavyam, ahankarasya vishayaha. The vishaya, the object of I notion. Ahankara is I notion, the object of I notion. What are the objects of I notion? It can be deha, body, mind, intellect, indriyas, whatever that is taken as I. So therefore, ahankartavyam, ahankarasya vishayaha, like deha, mana, buddhi, indriyas. So, but that is ahankartavyam evacha, tad adhibhutam. It is the object of this ahankara. Iti uktam, so it is said. Tatra, with respect to ahankara, rudraha adhidaivatam. So Rudra, so the presiding deity with respect to ahankara. We have got mana, buddhi, ahankara. Now what is left out from antakarna is chittam. Chittam adhyatma mityuktam chetavyam tatra yad bhavet. अधिभूतं तदित्युक्तं क्षेत्रज्ञोत्राधिदैवतम् चित्तम् अध्यात्ममित्युक्तम् चित्तम् चित्त the faculty of recollection anusandhanatmika antakarana vritti is chittam. So therefore chittam adhyatmam ityuktam is the one which abides in this embodiment. Tatra, with respect to chitta. Now this chittam is different from chit. Chit is chaitanya, pure awareness. This chittam here is faculty of recollection. Tatra, with respect to this chittam, yad chetavyam bhavit. Whatever that is chetavya means the vishaya of anusandhana. Whatever that is the object of recollection. Chetavyam tad adhibhutam. It is said to be adhibhutam. Tad adhibhutam iti uktam. Atra kshetrajnaha adhidaivatam. So here kshetrajnaha. So kshetrajnaha. So the one who is the kshetrajnaha? Vartika says sakshi. So sakshi adhidaivatam. So the sakshi has to be taken as, we have to take him as jiva, not druk sakshi. Do you know what will happen if druk sakshi you take adhidaivata? These are guys superimposed, and what will happen? Om, along with that what went? Sakshi also. Atma, Sakshi also gone. So that Sakshi will not be there. So therefore, then what is left out afterwards? Nothing. Brahma gone. So therefore, that Sakshi it can't be. Maybe it can be taken as Jiva. That's okay. So because these are all Adhyastha and awaiting. What are they awaiting now? They are awaiting Apavada. All of these are awaiting Apavada. So therefore, because Jiva also is taken as, that is the Kshetrajna. Kshetrajna, Atma, etc. are synonyms, but in what context the words have been used have to be taken into account. So, okay. Decisive faculty is buddhi. Faculty of recollection is chitta. I didn't take definition because I took it for granted. Sankalpa vikalpatmakaha manaha. See, mana, buddhi, ahankara, chitta, all are antakarana vrittis. They are all antakarana vrittis, but the functions differ. Sankalpa vikalpatmaka. That means a jumble of positive and negative thoughts. Sankalpa and vikalpa, that is what is called mana. Nishchayatmika antakarana vritti. That antakarana vritti, which is of the nature of decisiveness, is buddhi, whereas anusandhanatmika antakarana vritti is chittam. So that anusandhanatmika, that means that anusandhana which recollects, that is chittam, ahankartru ahankaraha. That notion that I is this body, etc., that is ahankara. All these four are nothing but antakarana vrittis, but the functions differ, and therefore these four different names are there. So, atra kshetrajnaha adhidaivatam. Now, tamaha. Tamodhyatmamiti proktam vikarastatra yo bhavit. Adhibhutam tadityuktam ishvarotraadhidaivatam. Tamaha adhyatmamiti proktam. Tatra yaha vikaraha bhavet tad adhibhutamiti uktam. Atra ishvaraha adhidaivatam. Tamaha. What is this tamaha? Here tama is karna shariram. It is karna Sharira. Iti adhyatmamiti proktam. It is the one which abides in the embodiment, therefore it is called adhyatmam. Tatra, with respect to the Karna Sharira called here as Tama, Yaha Vikaraha, whatever the Vikara is there of Karna Sharira, so that is Yaha Bhavet, Tad Adhibhutam iti Uktam. It is its object. It can be Priyamoda, Pramoda Vrittis or further Sukshma Sharira and Sthula Sharira, because Sharira Dvaya Karanam is Ajnana, that is what is called as the Karna Sharira. So, therefore, Tatra Vikaraha, whatever the modification, its modification is that Tad Adhibhutam iti Uktam. Atra, with respect to Karna Sharira, Ishvaraha Adhidaivatam. Ishvaraha, who is that Ishvaraha? Maya Pravartakaha, the Nimitta Karna for entire creation. He is the Adhidaivatam. A question comes here. The context is that of explanation of Jagaritam. Okay? And thereafterwards, who will be described is Vishwaha. So Vishwa, the Atma who is identified with Jagarita and Sthula Sharira. In this context, what this Tamaha Karna Sharira has to do? Why that Tama has? Because Tamaha, the fixed place for Tama is where? Sabhasam Avyaktam, which is going to come later in the context of Makara. Is it not? We are still handling the Akara, wherein that is this Tamaha Karna Sharira has no place, because as far as the Vishwa is concerned, Vishwa is identified with Jagarita, Atma identified with Jagarita and Sthula Sharira is Vishwaha. So what is the reason of bringing the Tamaha Karna Sharira here? See, in the waking, is it that the waker, let us say, is it that the waker identifies with only gross body? Can the gross body excluded from subtle body and causal body, can it function? No. Means when it is, no doubt the prominence is with what? Gross body, but that gross body also presupposes Suksha Sharira and Karna Sharira. In the dream, gross body is left out. So gross body is left out. Suksha Sharira prominently with the identification with the Suksha Sharira, but Karna Sharira is there. In the deep sleep state, gross and subtle bodies are left out, only it is Karna Sharira. So therefore, no doubt in the waking, as far as Vishwa is concerned, main identification is with the gross body, but it also in itself presupposes subtle body and causal body, without whom Vishwa will not be able to function. So how? Okay, we can understand the necessity of Suksha Sharira for this waking person, because Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, all these will not function without the Antakarna. How can he function? That is fine. But is there necessity of Karna Sharira? It is because it is cause. It is one the cause. Also, what about whenever he is happy in the waking state? But it is manifestation of what? Priyamoda, Pramoda Vrittis, which are the constituting factor of Karna Sharira or Anandamaya Kosha. Karna Sharira, otherwise called also as Anandamaya Kosha, means its manifestation is there only you cannot totally exclude. Though in sleep, these are excluded. Which are excluded? Gross and the subtle bodies are totally excluded. But in the case of this Vishwa, these also are necessary. For that purpose, he has brought this tamaha here itself. So that means its necessity is there. Now, with the help of these, that indriyaihi arthopalabdhihi jagaritam. So that is now being explained by Vartikakara. Bahyantah karanairevam devatanugrahanvitaihi swam swam cha vishayajnanam tajjagaritamujyate. Evam devatanugrahanvitaihi bahyantahkaranaihi had yat swam swam cha vishayam jnanam tajjagaritam uchyate. Evam, in this manner, as told in this long list. So, that what was told? The Adhibhuta, Adhyatma, Adhibhuta and Adhidaivata. So, in this manner, now, Devatanugrahanvitaihi Bahyantahkaranaihi. With the help of Karanas. What are those? Bahya Karanas and Antahkarana. Because merely Bahya Karanas without Antahkaranas will not function. So, therefore, in this way, with the help of the external and the internal, that means the Karanas, the instruments, and how not just like that, Devatanugrahanvitaihi, which are blessed by the respective presiding deities, because of which they are capable of functioning. Swam swam vishayajnanam tajjagaritam uchyate. Literally, knowledge of the one's respective vishayas. Means here vishayas, jnanam also upalakshana for karma. So, respective functions in the case of this karmendriyas. So, that is what is called as jagaritam. So, indriya here is upalakshana for all the karanas, and also jnanam also is upalakshana for karmendriya vyapara. So, the activities of karmendriyas are included in jnanam and indriya. So, this signifies all the karanas, that is not only sense organs of action, but also antahkarana. So, this way jagaritam is gained, that is the waking state, knowledge and activities takes place. Now, who is Vishwaha and what is Akara? So, that is now explained. So, Mula. Tadubhayabhimanyatma Vishwaha. Etatrayam Akaraha. Tadubhayabhimani Atma Vishwaha. The Vishwa is the one who is the Atma. Vishwa is the one who is Vishwa. The Atma who is identified with those two. What are those two? Sthula Sharira, otherwise called as Virat, and Jagarita. So, means again Atma identified means wherein these two are superimposed on the Atma, mutual superimposition is there. So, Tadubhayabhimani Atma Vishwaha Etatrayam Akaraha. These three, that are Vishwa, Jagarita Avastha and Sthula Sharira, otherwise called as Virat, all these put together is represented by Akara in Om. Okay, now Vartikakara explains. Yeyam Jagarita Avastha Shariram Karanashrayam Yastayorabhimani Syat Vishwa Ityabhidhiyate. Ya iyam yeyam. Yeyam Jagarita Ya iyam Jagarita Add Yacha karnashrayam shariram add bhavataha. Yacca karnashrayam shariram bhavataha. Tayoho abhimani yaha add saha vishwa saha. Tayoho abhimani yaha syat. Then add saha. Tayoho abhimani yaha syat, add then saha. Vishwaha iti abhidiyate. He is called as Vishwa. Who is that? So, first, ya iyam ya jagarita avastha. So, whatever the state of jagrita, so where the indriyahi arthopalabdhi was told. So, whatever that state of jagrita, waking is there. Also, yaccha, and also whatever that is, karanashrayam sariram bhavataha. Whatever that is the sharira, the gross body, physical body, sthula sharira, which is karanashrayam. Here karana stands for sukshma sharira, wherein the suksha sharira abides, because suksha sharira also is required. Tikakara says, by the sharira, karana sharira also is included, and for that purpose only in the Vartika 28, tamaha was brought, as you have seen. Tamaha was brought to show that karana sharira also is required for whom? For Vishwa. So, the one who undergoes the state of waking, for him not only gross sthula sharira is required, sukshma and karana shariras also are required, and therefore, so karana ashrayam, that is sukshma sharira ashrayam, shariram, physical body, which also takes for granted the karana sharira. So these two, bhavataha, whatever these two are there, tayoho abhimani yaha syat, the one who is identified with this. So means Atma identified with whatever this Jagrita Avastha is there, and the Sthula Sharira. So syat, saha, that one is Vishwaha iti abhidiyati. He is called as Vishwa. So he is called as Vishwa. Now, we know from elsewhere, or Mandukya, etc., Vishwa is at the level of this Samashti Sharira. So Vishwa is at the level of the Samashti Sharira, Samashti Sthula Sharira Abhimani. So there the Vishwa status of Vishwa comes. Whereas earlier it was told here, Sthula Sharira as Virat. So therefore, so though that is, Vishwa is included in Virat, so that this Vishwa has to be looked upon as Virat only. Distinction should not be made, because along with Virat only he has to be negated. Otherwise, simply if you take Vishwa alone, who will be left out afterwards? Virat will be left out. So that emphasis is made now. Vishwam vairaja rupena pasched bheda nivruttaye. So, bheda nivruttaye Vishwam vairajya rupena pasched. So, bheda nivruttaye. So, to eliminate the bheda between Vishwa and Virat, what should be done? Vishwam, this Vishwa who is defined here, vairajya rupena. Pasched means chintaye, should be appreciated as Vairaja, as Virat. So look upon this Vishwa as not different from Virat. So because both are taken into account here. So that counterpart we have to see, we have already seen that Virat, Hiranyagarbha and Sabhasam Avyaktam as far as the Upadhis are concerned. With respect to the one who is identified with this, Vishwaha at Samashti level, Vaishvanaraha at the totality level, also called as Virat. So Taijasaha at the Veshti level, Hiranyagarbha is at the samashti level. Upadhi also called Hiranyagarbha. Pradnyaha at the samashti level. Ishvaraha at the totality level. Whose upadhi is sabhasam avyaktam. Now, with this, Tadubhayabhimani Atma Vishwaha. That is explained now. Vartikakara has explained so far Sthula Sharira, Jagarita Avastha and Vishwa. But he has omitted Etatrayam Akaraha. So, straight away he goes to explain Apanchīkrita pancha mahabhūtāni pancha tanmatrāni tatkaryam cha pancha prānaha etc. He has not commented on etatrayam akara. Why he forgot or what? He has not forgotten. He has reserved it. He has reserved to take later. When later? Where based on Shruti, Mandukya Shruti, when he is going to show Padanam matranam cha abhedam. The identity between the four padas and four matras. Four Asoyamatma Chatushpa. The four padas, kalpita part of Atma. And Omkara, which has got four matras. A, Uma and Amatra Om. So these how they are identical will be shown, because with the help of that identity only we will be able to negate entire Kalpita Jagat. So at that level, which is in Vartika 47, there he is going to tell. So therefore here he is not touching that Akara. That Akara is, this is what is Akara, that he is not going to tell us. So that straight away he proceeds further to explain the further portion of the Mula. From Mula, take this. Apanchīkrita pancha mahabhūtāni pancha tanmatrāni tatkaryam cha pancha prānaha dashendriyāni manobuddhischeti saptadashakam lingam bhautikam Hiranyagarbha ityuchyate. Etat sukshma shariram atmanaha. Apanchīkrita pancha mahabhūtāni pancha tanmatrāni. The pancha tanmatras are the non-grossified, those which have not yet undergone the process of panchīkarana. Those pancha mahabhutas, the five elements, are pancha tanmatras. Okay. This was born. Then tatkaryam cha tesham karyam. The result of these five tanmatras. What is the result? Its result, all these, that means their effect. Karya consists of these. The effect of result here means karya is effect. The effect of these five elements is pancha prānaha. The five vital airs, prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. So these are the five vital airs. Dashendriyāni, the 10 senses, 5 jnanendriyas and 5 karmendriyas. Manaha buddhischa, mind and intellect, which includes ahankara and chittam. Iti saptadashakam lingam bhautikam hiranyagarbha uchichyate. So that which has got 17 facets, 17 parts. So is lingam, the linga sharira, which is bhautikam, made up of the pancha mahabhutas, also called at samashti level, totality level, as hiranyagarbha uchichyate, is called as hiranyagarbha. Etat sukshma shariram atmana. This is the subtle body of Atma. And again, what type of Atma it is? Ashariraha. The one who is Ashariraha. Means that Sukh Sharir also is false. It is not the real nature of Atma. Okay, now Vartikara explains this. Jnanendriyani panchaiva pancha karmendriyani cha श्रोत्रत्वं नयन घ्राण जिह्वा धीन्द्रिय पंचकम् वाक्पाणिपादपायोपस्था कर्मेन्द्रिय पंचकम् ज्ञानेन्द्रियाणि पंच एव ऐड भवन्ति पंच कर्मेन्द्रियाणि च अगेन ऐड भवन्ति श्रोत्र त्वक् नयन घ्राण जिह्वा ऐड इति धीन्द्रिय पंचकम ऐड भवति श्रोत्रत्वक् नयन घ्राण जिह्वा ऐड इति धीन्द्रिय पंचकम भवति वाक्पाणिपादपायूपस्थाः ऐड इति कर्मेन्द्रिय पंचकम ऐड भवति. So this is what it is. ज्ञानेन्द्रियाणि पंच एव भवन्ति. The sense organs are 5 in number. Eyes, ear, nose, tongue, touch. पंच कर्मेन्द्रियाणि च भवन्ति. There are 5 organs of action. We have seen. Okay, he himself is telling. श्रोत्रत्वं नयन घ्राण जिह्वा इति धीन्द्रिय पंचकम. What are those 5 jnanendriyas? Shrotram, that is the ear, twak, sense of touch, nayana, eyes, grahana, sense of smell, jihva, sense of taste, iti dheendriya panchakam bhavati. Dheendriya panchakam means buddhindriya panchakam, that is jnanendriya panchakam, 5 sense organs, because of which you are able to gain the knowledge of the 5 sense objects. So this means panchakam means group of 5. So this group of 5 is dheendriya, that is consists of the 5 sense organs. What are the 5 organs of action? Vak, pani, pada, payu, upasthaha iti karmendriya panchakam. So vak, speech, organ of speech, pani, hands, pada, feet, payu, this anus, upastha, genital, iti. So this is the group of 5 organs of action. Okay. What about antakarna? Mano buddhira hankara chittam cheti chatushtayam. Sankalpakhyam manorupam buddhir nischaya rupini. अभिमानात्मकस्तद्वदहंकारः प्रकीर्तितः. अनुसंधान रूपं च चित्तमित्यभिधीयते. मनः बुद्धिः अहंकारः चित्तं च इति चतुष्टयम्. Chatushtayam, add there, antakaranam bhavati. Iti chatushtayam antakaranam bhavati. Sankalpakhyam manorupam, add bhavati. Buddhi nischaya rupini bhavati. Tadvat ahankaraha abhimanatmakaha prakirtitaha. Anusandhana rupam cha chittam iti abhidiyate. Okay. Manaha buddhi ahankaraha chittam cha iti chatushtayam. So this group of 4, that is what is antakaranam bhavati. So it forms the antakarana. This antakarana consists of mana, buddhi, ahankara and chittam. So what are these? What is my mana? What is buddhi? What is ahankara? What is anusandhana? This chittam, one by one defined. Sankalpakhyam manorupam, the faculty of volition. So, taking to sankalpa. Sankalpa, vikalpa also, jumble of positive and negative thoughts. So, sankalpakhyam manorupam bhavati. It is the nature of the mind. Buddhi nischaya rupini bhavati. Buddhi, the intellect, is of the nature of nischaya. It is decisive in nature. So, buddhi nishtaya rupini bhavati. Tadvat, so also ahankaraha. Ahankara is abhimanatmakaha. The one who has got identification with certain things. So ahankartru or abhimanatmakaha, one who gets identified with certain things, that is ahankaraha prakirtitaha, is said to be ahankara. Anusandhana rupam cha chittam iti abhidiyate. So what is called as chittam? Anusandhana rupam. Anusandhana rupam means that faculty of recollection or referring to the past thing that is already experienced. So that is what is called as chittam. So this way, these four constitute the antahkarana. What are the pranas? Pancha pranaha. Pancha pranaha are this: pranopanas tatha vyana udanakhas tathaiva cha. Samanascheti panchaitah kirtitah pranavruttayah. Pranopanaha tatha vyanaha udanakhyah tathaiva cha samanaha cha iti panchaitaha panchaetaha pranavruttayah kirtitah. These five are said to be pranavruttayah. Vritti here is functions. These are the five functions of main prana. The main prana, which is fivefold or five types in terms of different functions. Prana vritti in terms of function is this. What are those? Pranaha, faculty of respiration. Apanaha, faculty of excretion. Vyana, circulatory faculty. Udana, the one that throws out the sukh sharira from the gross body at the time of death. So also, samanaha, that means faculty of circulation. So, etaha iti panchaitaha. These are the five pranavruttayaha, functions of pranas are said. Means these are the five functions of main prana. So now, what is a sukshma sharira? So what is sukshma sharira? So all this put together is sukshma sharira. The sukshma sharira is being defined. Kham vayvagnyam bhukshitayo bhuta sukshmani panchacha. Kham vayvagnyam bhukshitayo bhuta sukshmani panchacha. Avidya kama karmani lingam puryashtakam viduhu. Kham, vayu, agni, ambu, shitayaha, add iti, panchacha, bhuta sukshmani, add bhavanti. Avidya kama karmani lingam puryashtakam viduhu. So this puryashtaka, this means this group of 8 puris that constitute the linga sharira. So there are 8 puris. You know what is puri? Not dining hall puri. So a city. So puri. See, pura means a city where one abides, So there were, these are the places, puris. Let us say, what are those puris? Let us say. First, kham, vayu, agni, ambu, kshitayaha, kshitayaha iti means these 5. What are those? Kham is space. Vayu, air. Agni, fire. Ambu, water. Kshiti, earth. So all these plural, Kshitayaha. So all these 5 and Panchacha Bhuta Sukshmani Bhavanti. So these are the 5 Sukshma Bhutas, subtle elements, Pancha Tanmatras. Pancha Tanmatras, these are the 5 Tanmatras, Bhuta Sukshmani Bhavanti. So earlier Mula, Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutani Pancha Tanmatrani. He had not commented on that, so therefore whatever that left out, he has taken into account. Now these actually, this forms one puri, we will see afterwards. What are other things now? Avidya Kama Karmani Lingam Puryashtakam Viduhu. Okay, let us now take that. What is that Puryashtaka? So that is which consists of 8 puris. So that means 8 puris, that means 8 cities as it were. Because in the city in olden days who Raja abides, the king abides. So like this, here is the one who is the king, who is that Jivatma, who abides in these 8 puris, as though he has got 8 places of his abidance. Okay. Puri here is place of abidance. So Avasthana Pradesha. Avasthana Pradesha, because as Upadhi it is available to him. So what are those? So though it are not told, we have to, from whatever that was described earlier, we have to, that means count like this. Jnanendriya Panchaka is one puri. Okay? So one city is Jnanendriya Panchaka. Other one is Karmendriya Panchaka. The 5 organs of action. Third puri is Pancha Pranaha. The 5 pranas. Fourth puri is the Sukshma Bhutas. Kham Vaivagnyam Bhukshatayaha. Bhuta Sukshmani. The 4 numbers. Okay? So Tikakara says, Ekaikam Panchakam Ekeka Puri. So you find out how many Panchakas are there. How many 5 groups are there. So each group of 5 is one puri for that Jivatma. Okay. So then, Mana Adi Chatushtayam Eka Puri. The 5th puri is, the 5th city is Mana Adi Chatushtayam, means Antakaranam. Mana Buddhi Ahankara Chitta. That is the 5th puri. Okay. Then what is the 6th and 7th and 8th puri? That are the given in the second line of this. Avidya Kama Karmani. So therefore, so Avidya, Kama and Karma, these are the further 3 puris. Totally how many? 8 in number. Okay. And the question is, Kama we know, desires. In Suksharira, desires are there. Karma we know, actions. What about this Avidya? I know you have got notes already there. Already noted earlier, I know that. So therefore, this avidya is not actual ignorance. Because actual ignorance will come in which category? Karana Sharira. It is God, that is Atma Jnanam. It is going to come in Karana Sharira. So Sabhasam Avyaktam. So therefore we can't take in, and what we are talking here is Sukshma Sharira. We are talking is Sukh Sharira. So avidya itself, though Sukh Sharira is Karya effect of avidya, we cannot take it straight away as actual avidya. Then what is this avidya? This is a samskara parampara. So the samskara parampara, wherein so the embodiments were taken as I in the all the past lives, wherein that samskara continues. So therefore, see here, Purva Brahmajanya Vasana Rupa Vidya Parau. So what is that? That is here, the avidya that is said here, avidya tamashabdau. So that also he has included tama also there. Tama means earlier that ignorance was said, no? There also tama. These are Purva Brahmajanya Vasana Rupa Vidya Parau. They refer to the Vasana Rupa, those which are in the form of samskaras of Purva Pura Brahmajanya. Purva Pura Brahmajanya means earlier samskaras. That is why, see, suppose a duck, that means which is just born, it takes to what? Water. From where it has taken this samskara? It has not undergone any training. For example, a baby monkey holds fast to the mother monkey. Any gymnasium did it attend to undergo the training? So, all these earlier samskara. Again, when hungry, if not anything, one has to cry. From where it is, that baby has learnt it. So, that means that the guy has undergone many endless lives in the past. Those samskaras are there. See, when this Suksha Sharira leaves the embodiment, one after death, one gross body is left and new one is taken. Along with the samskaras also are there in the Antakarna. In the Suksha Sharira they are there. So therefore that is referred here as avidya, because actual avidya is going to come in Karna Sharira. So therefore this avidya, kama and karma, so these each of these form one this puri. So therefore it is puryashtakam lingam puryashtakam viduhu. This is what is called linga, the linga sharira or sukshma sharira. Why is it called linga? Because linam artham gamayati iti utvitpatya. So by this vitpatti, derivation, etymological derivation, linam artham gamayati, that which makes us know linam artham. Lina means invisible. Something that is invisible is made to know iti tarkikaihi. That is, now for example, linam artham is that which is invisible, let us say fire, vanni. So that which makes us know the invisible fire, lingam iti, linam artham gamayati iti lingam iti vitpatya tarkikaihi dhumaha lingam iti uchyate. What they say, dhuma, smoke, they call it as linga. Why? Linam artham gamayati. So it makes us know the invisible thing. What is that? Fire, the presence of the fire. So that is now here borrowed. And tatha eva idam sukshma shariram api. So also, this sukshma sharira, what does it do? Sakshat sakshi bhasyatvena tadnyapakatva. This sukshma sharira is directly illumined by sakshi. So directly illumined by whom? Atma, sakshi, atma. So therefore, sakshat sakshi bhasyatvena tadnyapakatva. Tadnyapakatva means sakshi sakshinaha jnapakatvat or atmanaha jnapakatvat. Because it makes us, that means know, oh, the moment suksharira is there, we can infer what is that? Presence of atma can be inferred. So therefore, sakshinaha lingam ityuchyate. So therefore, suksharira is said to be linga of sakshi in the sense. So wherever suksharira is there, sachetanata, sentiency is verily available. That gives an indication of presence of Atma. Otherwise, the chit aspect, knowledge aspect of Atma is not manifest. See, no doubt, Atma is all pervasive. But can you appreciate the chait, that means the knowledge aspect of Atma everywhere? If it were so, Jada and Sachetana, these divisions will not be there. Wherever there is a presence of Suksha Sharira, which is directly illumined by Atma because of the very nature of its constituting parts, it is made up of the 5 elements before Panchikarna. So there what happens? We get the Chidabhasa, and thereby we can certainly know the presence of Atma in terms of knowledge principle, that means the Chit aspect. Otherwise, Sat aspect, existence principle is available everywhere. So that is how we get the division of Jada and Chetana, that is inert and sentient. So that from that standpoint, so it is called as, that is Pratichaha gamakatvadeva lingamiti vyakhyayate. So Pratichaha gamakatva. So this Linga Sharira or Sukshma Sharira is the Gamaka. So makes us know the Pratichaha means Pratyagatmanaha. The presence of Pratyagatma is made known by this. So therefore it is called Lingam. Sukshma Sharira is called Lingam. So he concludes the Linga, that means the description of Linga Sharira. Etat Sukshma Shariram Syan Maikam Pratyagatmanaha. Etat, this, what is that this? Puryashtakam. That Puryashtakam, the city, that 8 city, which that means these 8 cities put together, this is Etat Pratyagatmanaha Maikam Sukshma Shariram Sya. Etat, this, of this Pratyagatma, Maikam Sukshma Shariram Sya. Why Maikam? It is a product of Maya, effect of Maya. Therefore, it is equally false in nature, mithya in nature. So, Maikam Sukshma Shariram Syat. So, therefore, that, and the Maika also shows that it is fit to get negated. If it is Vastavam, what will happen? You can't negate them. So, Maikam, that is, Nirasana yogyatam darshayitum maikam iti visheshanam. Tasya means Sukshma Sharirasya. That Sukshma Sharira can be subjected to negation is shown by Maika, because Maya is false. Therefore, Maya Karya should equally be false, and in the wake of knowledge it can be certainly negated. So therefore, this is what is the Sukshma Sharira. Then what is the Swapna? Okay, we'll take tomorrow. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayanta Nyayena Margena Mahi Maheshaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanya Pruthivi Satyashalini Desho Yam Shobharayitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhagave Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru